Alright, hello everybody, and my name is Kinder. This video is our year 2020 in review, and it's definitely been a rough one. We will be joined soon by Ether System, and they are our fiance and partner system. They'll be here shortly. I just wanted to read you guys a letter before we go ahead and dive into the video. At the end of the letter, I will ask you if you'd like to. You can leave your change you want to see in 2021 in the comments below. But here's the letter to you guys that we spent some time writing, just to send you off with some positivity. Dear God Squad and onlookers, anybody who likes us, hates us, feels indifferent, anybody who we've disagreed with in the past, anybody who feels like they want to watch this video. This year has been a year of divide, controversy, hurt, sorrow, anger, and so much more. As we close this year off and the world transitions into 2021, let's agree to stand up against hate and toxicity, to leave the drama in the past. This new year, we plan to continue to promote healing, show the dark sides of d.i.d. while also showing empathy and kindness. We understand we have made mistakes and we take full accountability. When we make mistakes, we try to learn from them and enact change. We relate with the be the change you want to see. That phrase just, I feel like it means a lot to us. The change we want to see this coming year is a broken community coming together. Accountability being taken and wrongs being righted. Enemies growing in understanding as long as neither are causing harm to the other or anybody else. Growth, healing, love, and empathy. This is the change we want to see this year, and this is the change we plan on making for ourselves. Let this new year bring us together and enact positivity and new year bring us together and enact positive change. From yours truly, Kinder from the Acrylic Chaser System. We wanted to read that because there's been a lot going on in the community as of late. There is drama early in the year, there's drama right now, and we want to the rats are having fun. We want to be the change the community needs, and we want others to join with us. Not as like us as their leader, not anything like that. We just want everyone to come together and be able to provide a healing environment and to produce loving content, and not just talk at a camera, I guess. Not bring hate onto others. To be the change the world needs. The loving environment the world needs, especially right now with COVID. Everyone is alone, and we should, like, not even just our community, all communities. On YouTube, on Facebook, whatever you follow. The change that we want for the world is more positivity, more healing energy, and to go into this new year coming together and just really trying to see from the other person's perspective We do have a video that we're planning on making in the near future, an apology video for this past year and anything that has struck up controversy or anger or hurt in others. That's not what this video is about, but I just wanted to leave you guys with that. So thank you so much, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the video.
My name is Adramalek. I'm not even going to expect you to be able to spell that correctly. I am a recently ex-persecutor, I guess, and I'm here to talk about 2020.
Oh man, you're so angry. I understand. At least I can make you laugh. All right. So I guess we can start with January.
Yeah, January was pretty uneventful. I mean, at that point, we were just working at Target doing retail things, and your brother had recently moved out, so it was just the two of us in our apartment, and that was pretty cool.
Yeah, it was pretty nice. I think we got more into arts and crafts once we lived alone. It was pretty nice, and that's when we produced all those notebooks and everything for Etsy. It'd be good to get back to that.
Yeah, once we get the art room completely unpacked.
I don't even remember January. I feel like we just floated through this year.
Yeah, January and February were kind of just blurry. All I remember is just vaguely the Target parking lot and it being very cold and dry.
January was when COVID was not around.
Yeah, COVID didn't start until like March.
Something like that. Like there was talk of it in February, but it really hit in March.
Yeah. Oh no.
The people don't mind them.
Cool. There was nothing really in February. It was very quiet. And then March, that's when the drama started.
Oh man, so much drama.
Even in our personal life, like we got a roommate and then like they had this whole thing with their ex and it was chaotic, but it got resolved.
Yeah. We love them. Don't get us wrong. It's just you have to fit your personality to your roommate.
Truth.
Yeah, and then I think that's when the dissociative drama started up pretty good.
Yeah, I think so.
We weren't really involved in that. We knew of it. And we were kind of watching from the sidelines. But we didn't want to say anything. Like, everything was already being said, and it just felt like adding on to an echo chamber, and we just didn't feel that vibe.
Yeah, we could have said a lot. We related a lot to like, you know, the people who were very traumatized by this drama, but we didn't want to speak out too much because, you know, enough is enough sometimes when you see it all over social media. You don't need to see more if it's already there.
Right. And then quarantine time began, and we made our video teaching you how to wash your hands. That was a lot of fun. But I think shortly, either that same video or shortly after, we made the Trisha video.
Yeah, it was the one right after that.
And if you haven't seen it, it's not really stirring up drama or hate or anything. You should go check it out. It gives you some good tips on how to talk about people who think they're a system but might not be, and all that good stuff, instead of spreading hurtful terms around the internet.
Yeah. Yeah, quarantine was pretty cool. I mean, it felt like, you know, like a movie of some sort.
Here we go. Yeah, and then we stopped seeing our friends. And the murder hornets. You remember the murder hornets?
They disappeared. Where are they?
Where are the murder hornets?
Where have they gone?
Oh my god. It feels like a fever dream just hearing about murder hornets.
Yeah, it's like, how surreal can this year get? Apparently very.
God.
Yeah, to the point of us, like, basically almost getting kidnapped in May, which is our next bullet point, which I was, like, avoiding. But, you can't avoid a month of the year.
Yeah. And that was... We're both still pretty traumatized over that.
Yeah, we still have extreme difficulty eating in front of even them.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's difficult. And we've got a lot of issues. And we get flashbacks all the freaking time. Like, people are like, oh, it's just like a coercion thing. It's like, no, the guy was trying to take our keys out of our hand.
Yeah. When you take a traumatized person and you put them under pressure and they don't feel like they have any control, it's really easy to take control of that situation and turn it into a negative thing, and that's what he did. Not you guys, but yeah. If you haven't seen our video on that, we very briefly went over it just to let you guys know what happened, and that's also in our previous videos. It has a picture of Kai Potenza on there, and yeah. But I don't know if we're ever gonna make a video on that, or if we're just maybe gonna make like a personal video for ourselves,
Yeah, maybe like something unlisted or whatever, because it's a pretty serious thing. We experienced a serious change in our system after that. Like, our host basically broke again.
Weight loss.
Yeah, we stopped being able to eat. Like, our cheeks were getting caved in. It looked really bad. The panic attacks did not stop for months.
It was really bad.
We had to quit work. It was that bad. Like, we got another job, like, down in July, and that was just, like, fast food delivery, which doesn't even count. You don't even have to use, like, your higher brain for that. Basically just an animal skittering around, sweeping the floors. It wasn't good.
Yeah.
Nothing really in June. I just put waning health.
Yeah, and that just kind of tipped until we got into the house, I think.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Just kind of went down. I mean, the space, people kind of made it plateau a little bit, keep it from going further down, but it took until we got solidly here for it to start going back up.
In August, we escaped the apartment and got out of Portland because Portland is definitely like a triggering place for us now.
It's basically a war zone, let's be real here.
Yeah, I mean, the Black Lives Matter movement it's still happening.
Yeah, it's still going.
Like, Black Lives Matter, guys.
Like, it didn't stop. Like, there are still people getting their butts kicked unjustly.
Yeah, we haven't spoken much about the issue simply because we feel like our, people of color creators should be the ones to speak out about it. It's not that we don't care. That is just, it's a subject that we don't have enough knowledge on to speak on respectfully to that community, So it's just like, we're gonna have one of our friends who is a system on our channel, but things just didn't work out. I think they had like disability hearings and stuff, and it just didn't quite line up with everything.
We just got 2020'd.
Yeah, heavily 2020'd.
I've been making that a new adjective, or is it verb, to 2020.
But yeah, Black Lives Matter, and if you don't think so,
You're not a goblin.
You're no longer blood related to us.
Gone.
And that was when we went up to Washington.
Yeah, that's when we went up to Washington. When
my dad got married.
Oh yeah, your dad got married.
So we have a new stepmom and we have a new stepbrother. His name is Jacob and her name is Donna, and we absolutely adore the both of them. Uh,
They're great.
yeah, Donna just wants to make sure that you've eaten. She wants to make sure that your laundry is done and that you have eaten. And if you have not eaten, she will put food in front of you.
Yeah, she does.
She's Filipino, and I absolutely love that culture and just how caring and loving they are. It's amazing. Our mom is against her, and we don't really talk to our mom that much anymore because of it. Uh, so yeah,
Yeah.
but Jacob is annoying little brother that doesn't know when to stop talking, but we still love him, and we like to spend time with him when we can.
He's still a good child. He just wants to play Minecraft.
All the time. He wanted to play our PS4 every single day that we were there, and we just I think he played it like 3 or 4 times.
I think so. He wasn't allowed to by the parents.
Yeah.
He had to
So
have permission.
yep. And then
October, we went down to Dad's. Oh yeah, the ER. Oh my God, that was terrible. So we started, we got up to Washington. A few days in, we started collapsing, and we were just like fainting all over the place. Our vision going black, our legs kind of giving out. So you guys were like, "Oh, go to the ER."
we're like, no, we asked you, do you think you need to go to the ER? You're collapsing, and we are worried. And you guys reluctantly said yes, which turned into this whole shenanigans with the nurses being assholes. The nurses were I am a Zen person. Those nurses had absolutely no right saying what they said to you.
Okay, well in that case, now I don't feel bad for what Devin was doing. He wasn't being violent, he was being resistant and evading grasp, I'll just say.
Yeah, no. So the nurses, they were having a panic attack, which looked like a seizure kind of looking thing, and
Yeah, sometimes our panic attacks look like us convulsing. Panic attacks don't always look the same.
yeah,
It can depend.
some other systems have actually said that they like that we talked about that briefly, because they didn't feel so alone with it, because they've experienced it too, and they thought it was an overreaction, but
Oh, I need to make a video about that now.
yes.
Yeah, so we ended up in the ER.
But-
It wasn't good.
But yeah, so they were having a panic attack. That's what I was trying to say.
Oh, right, yeah.
They were having a panic attack that kind of looked like a seizure, and the nurse came in and was like, "What is this? What are you doing?" Just like that, flatline tone, everything. What are you doing? And we were so shocked that we couldn't say anything. Otherwise, we would have screamed at her. I think we said that you guys were having a panic attack.
Yeah, I know we said just having a panic attack. It sounded like we were being strangled or something.
Yeah.
And a couple of the other nurses were like, "Oh," and they gave me 1-hydroxyzine, which is a third of the dose we take 3 times a day at maximum. So it was like, "Oh goody, a Skittle." "Oh, did that help?" We're like, "No, we pushed ourselves past it." And what we meant is think of it as a gas gauge, past it from the red into the purple, off the thing, and they just acted like it was no big deal. They, were trying to give us an exam and everything. They were trying to touch our stomach, and we could barely handle that. And they were completely not ready for anyone with trauma, even trauma in general, general PTSD.
Mm-hmm.
I could even just not have d.i.d. in this visit, and it would have been the same exact thing. The d.i.d. wasn't even brought into the picture, I don't think.
No, we didn't mention it at all.
Yeah, not at all. For all they know, I just had PTSD. And, lost my train of thought.
In the end, they were assholes, and it was a waste of time visit, besides getting, some heavy anxiety medication for temporarily.
Oh, yeah. 2 weeks worth of clonazepam. And
Yeah.
a pat on the back, and go see your doctor.
Yeah. Drago! You guys love him yelling in the background anyway. I hear it in all of our videos. Drago wants it. Okay, well, he can't come in. We have birds and rats.
He is not permitted in this room. He can come into our office.
Winter. That is Winter, guys. If you didn't
Yes.
catch our office tour video, go check it out. We give a
She's
close-up
very
view
good.
of them.
She likes yams.
But yeah, so that was just exhausting.
Yeah, and we just are not gonna really. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna go to the ER if we can help it. We'll just go to urgent care first.
Yeah, definitely.
And let's see, up to Washington, then down to Dad's in October. Yeah, we really didn't do that much.
Yeah.
We were kind of just vibing, just waiting for the house to close. Like, we were house hunting during the summer. That's pretty much what we were doing during the summer, was house hunting before our lease ended.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to put triggering warning here on the screen for animal death. You can skip past it once we wave at you. But it was the day before that we were supposed to move, and we had to put down your longtime cat, Lilith. And that was really hard. You know, we were getting ready for this exciting thing. We were hoping to bring her down with us. We knew she didn't have, too much time, but, we were hoping to have her here.
Yeah, that was like our surrogate mother. She was basically the one to support us through, like, our parents' accidental emotional neglect during the divorce. She was there during our formative years as a person and was the only thing that could, like, comfort us at some points. And, yeah, that was fucked up. But we were there with her till the very end, and yeah, our dad was like, "Oh, you don't have to go in the room. Like, it's really hard. I didn't go in the room with our dog." And I was like, "Father, no, we held her
How
until
could
the
you be
end."
so heartless? Like, that's an animal that has depended on you, that loves you. Like,
He's just got such emotional issues. He does not want to get in contact with his emotions. He needs therapy as much as I do.
but yeah, so. Oh, we're almost out of battery. God damn it. It was full battery when I started filming.
Well, we're basically in November.
Yeah. But yeah, so that was sad, but, new from endings come new beginnings, and we moved into our house. From there, we did our house tour videos. We got moved in.
We got Drago.
Drago and Thick Boy had fleas, and we had to shave them.
We had to shave them.
Oh, man.
Drago is a fluffy Maine Coon ragdoll. He's a cloud. He is not this weird little Siamese looking boy. He's fluffy.
And he definitely had malnutrition at that point because he could barely walk on his hind end. So it was just like a last resort. Medication wasn't helping.
Mm-hmm.
And then we had a good Thanksgiving. Your sister moved in.
Yeah, our sister moved in. She is 18 and, like, probably gonna go to college around here. And she moved in to get away from parents because Mom also needs therapy, to say the least. And it's just been really chaotic with family and everything. And, like, out of everyone, we're the most stable. And we were able to give her a place to, like, get her feet under her and adult a little bit.
Mm-hmm. We got birds. We got 2 birds, also seen in our office tour video. Magenta actually stepped up onto our hand. We got rats.
She's itching her belly. I think she's, like, hanging out in front of the camera. Adorable.
Yes.
And then our sister got a couple of doves. We have doves.
Yes.
There's a lot of chaotic drama, but we are staying strong through it. And,
In the new year, we're going to bring you more content, more, I wouldn't say educational videos, but more. Okay, where were we?
I think we were just talking about, like, the more content that we were going to create this year.
Oh, yeah. We are planning on creating more content for you guys, more informative, not really educational, I would say, just kind of like informational.
Exemplifying. Creating an example of.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, if you're on Patreon, you already know the videos that we're planning on doing next. But we wrote them down just in case you wanted to hear them. For us, we're doing self-care and hygiene for when you just can't. If you can't shower, get out of bed, do normal, everyday things. journaling with d.i.d, which we're actually going to be using Vangelina Skov's journal that she just put out, link in the description below. Being a system and dealing with self-harm, that's really important for people to know. Switching versus being co-con, because they are not the same, they are similar. Communication and system accountability, those are our upcoming videos for the next week or so.
Ours are going to be pretty random, uploaded at random, with no specific themes really. Like, we've got a bunch of ideas written down. We've gotten like the Q&A questions from Instagram. We really appreciate those. Everyone who has commented on that, we appreciate all of those, because we write down all the questions in topics and kind of split them up into videos. And we've already got part 1 of the inner world, and then a line where part 2 will start, and a few other topics that we're going to cover in the near future. So we'll just do whoever wants to do that. Like, they can film that. We're not planning it, really. Mental health is unpredictable.
Yes. And we've also gotten letters written. We're getting the boxes ready to be sent out in the next week. For our patrons, if you're a level 2 goblin or above, you have the option to become a pen pal. These are the cards we're currently using. We will be changing them because we don't have very many left. And I think there's like 13 or 14 level 2 and up goblins. So thank you all for supporting us on Patreon. It means a lot to us. Just being able to make content for you guys. And we hit 26K.
Yeah, we did. Dang. I can't decide when we want to do that giveaway.
Yeah, we'll see. We're definitely going to be doing a giveaway for our 26K live stream. Date TBA. But yeah, so thank you all for watching, and let's go into 2021 with a positive mindset and intentions for the future. All right,
good luck. Good job surviving 2020.
We made it.
2021.
We made it, guys. You can do it.
We're not going in with any expectations with this year. We're just going to roll with it.
All right, lots of love to you guys, and a happy New Year's. See you in next year.
See you next year.